Hey guys, what's up? My name's Kanan May, and today I'm going to do a little bit of a full run through of my entire setup here for running guitar live streams on TikTok from this to this. I'm basically going to be running direct line from my audio interface straight into the iPhone. That way you get that nice, clean, crisp, again, direct audio. And that way you're not worried about waking up your neighbor at like 12 o'clock at night doing a live stream. And I'm going to walk you all through it here today. I'm going to separate this video into three parts. I'm going to do, the first part is going to be, about the hardware. It's going to be the audio interface. It's going to be the adapter you're going to need, all of that, all the cables that I run, everything front to back. The second part, it's going to be about the software, how I'm sending audio out through the computer, as well as like what I'm running, everything in software in terms of like, what's picking up the audio and then sending it out. And then from there, the last part is going to be just kind of here's some like tips and tricks and stuff I've learned while doing these lives, and things that have helped me improve my overall quality, made things easier for myself, that kind of thing. So I'm gonna get into it all here in just a second. Before I do, be sure to like the video, subscribe, and if you get to the end of the video, comment, let me know if this helps, if you have any questions, if it works for you, if you've seen any success with it. I'd love to hear about it. So thank you guys so much. I do want to point out one more thing too. A lot of what I'm going to be covering here, I took a lot of inspiration from Rob Galley here on YouTube as well. He does incredible streams on TikTok, and his entire rig rundown as well very much helped me, inspired a lot of what I use with my own setup, to be honest. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so what we have right here is all of the hardware components you're going to need to basically run this whole system. Right here we have the audio interface that I'm using, and essentially what we're going to do is, once we've had it run from USB into the computer, we're going to go from there and send the signal back out, which is what I'm going to cover when we get into the software. We're going to send it back out through the headphone jack here. From there, what we're going to do is we're going to take a 1/4 inch adapter, 1/4 inch to aux. We're going to go from that in there. From there, I'm going to take my aux cord. It's pretty long, long enough to run from here into the adapter to the iRig from my studio here, once I have it set up on the tripod and all connected. So then I'll go from that to here. From there, I could have thought this out a little bit more when I was buying my cables. Basically, I really could have just gone straight from my component cable into the 1/4 inch if I would have bought a longer one. I wasn't thinking about that. I thought I was going to be able to reach, so I kind of had to make do with what I had. So this is what I have. But basically, I'm going to go from there to yet another, so from the aux cable here, going to adapt it back out to 1/4 inch, and then 1/4 inch for the component cables right here. And then from there, we're going to go straight into the iRig, like so. And there we go. It's all set up. Now, if you do have an iPhone, older ones, they use the Lightning adapter. Newer ones are using the USB-C. So whichever one you have, you're going to want to get some kind of adapter for that to go, into the phone, and then, just kind of put it right there on the end. One thing I do want to note about the iRig is it is run by AA batteries, so you will need to change those out every so often. I believe the light starts flashing red when it does. And then, of course, we're going to go straight from the Lightning cable into the iPhone, and we'll be all set up and ready to go. Okay, so for the software end of it, first we're going to go into the settings here. Just type in audio and then go to the audio settings here. And then we're going to go down to sound settings. And then you want to have your output set to whatever your audio interface is. So, for me, it's going to be the Scarlett 2i2 USB, and I've, already selected it. So whatever your audio output is going to be is what you're going to want it, selected as. And then from here, we're going to go into GarageBand. This is what I'm using to do all of my, audio outputting, recording, live audio, all of that. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go up to GarageBand. We're going to go down to settings. And we're going to go to the audio and MIDI. And we're going to want to put the output device to system settings. Basically what we're going to do is we're telling GarageBand, hey, send the audio to the system, that way it's live when you're hearing it. And then what we did in settings was telling that live audio to go straight into the audio interface. And that way it goes, boom, computer from GarageBand, and then boom, straight out into the audio interface. And then from there, basically you're just going to want to configure all of your devices, from what their inputs are. For example, my mic is going into the input 1 of the interface, so that's what I have it set as. Another tip when you're going live is you're going to want to have this the little like record enable activated for each of your tracks that you're going to want to have playing audio during the live. So for me, it's usually going to be the mic, and then it's going to be whatever amp I'm running. So I have a high gain amp, a low gain amp, and then a clean guitar sound, and whichever one I'm using. Generally what I do is I have the mic selected with the red record enable, and then when I select a different amp, it will automatically be live, but it'll maintain having the mic live as well. That way I'm still getting, an audio output. So that's basically it. There's nothing, it's not complicated. You don't want to overthink it. This is pretty much, that's pretty much it. Well, hey guys, look, I hope you found, maybe some of this information helpful in getting your hardware, your software all set up to do your guitar streams on TikTok, or, I'm sure probably the same process applies to YouTube or anything else where you might want to stream from your phone. But, hopefully it kind of helps you go in the right direction. I know I was going to mention a few things here at the end too, as far as like helping just the overall quality of your streams. One of the big things for me was constantly worrying about my phone dying, especially since you're using that lightning port to put the, plug the iRig into the bottom of it. If you have a phone that has some kind of MagSafe charger, I got the $13 one. I think it is about how much it was from Best Buy. It's not, it's not the official Apple one, but it does the job and it does what I need it to do. And now I don't have to worry about, oh, my phone's about to die. I need to, hop off the stream here, or I get off the stream and it's like, oh, now my phone's almost dead. I gotta wait for it to charge before I can go anywhere, or hope it doesn't die on me, in town. I would highly recommend looking into something like that. Tripods are helpful too. Any kind of, a tripod system, desk clamp, something like that, just to keep your phone stable. I would also highly recommend getting something like that. I have a tripod system myself, but, desk clamps are perfectly fine as well, depending on, again, what your entire studio setup is, But hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I hope some of this information was helpful to you. If it was, please subscribe, like the video, share it if you know someone who, maybe would benefit from this information. That would be extremely helpful to me. Comment below, let me know if you have any questions, or if you have like another topic you want me to cover here to talk about, whether it's maybe my amp sim or my studio setup, what have you. Just let me know in the comments, and I'd love to cover some of that if you guys are interested. Again, thank you so much, guys. Y'all are awesome, and hopefully I catch you all in the next video.